slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all-time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Hands up, please. Hey.
Banjo.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Bud Dupree gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Alpha. Now. Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Rudolph. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
On second down, here's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And Dalton to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Samuels. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Rudolph. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Come on, set, and juice up.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Check 56.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
5.
56.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Flush to his right. And the catch made by Johnson. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Ready?
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Check 55, Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. He's got his man. This is Tate. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rudolph now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taken from just outside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But
this is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant. Right there. 56. Too low. Hey, zoom. Let's go.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action here on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Cincinnati.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck.
Dalton here from the gun. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That's big.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
44. There you go. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. He's crashing.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Randy Hall
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Rudolph nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On third down, here's Samuels. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 56. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty good.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tighten up. Check. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Yep. I got him. He's mine. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Here's Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You've got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, or a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, Bengals.
Hands up! Get him!
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Joe Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rudolph looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When we talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Connor on first down going to be stopped up as he'll lose about 3. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready. 50, plant. Right there, 56. So don't say nothing. Hey! I got you. Snap.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Look at me, zipper. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And he finds McDonald. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 41, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Rudolph looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
Cincinnati.
Mike, 55. Pilot, 64. Weak. 368.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So here we go, 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.